me mateys. Legend has it that listeners would rather walk the plank than miss out on the Pirates Parley. A weekly tale filled with truly terrifying talks. You're listening to the Pirates Parley, a show born from a life of enjoying the ocean, pirates, gaming, and rum.
That's all right, man. Welcome back to another episode of Pirates Parley. Me and Earl were just chatting rubbish. Good to see you, man. Sorry, we've been sort of AFK for a week. Lots of IRL stuff's going on, so we will have a quick catch up before we get into it. But Earl, thank you for joining me once again, man. I appreciate your time. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Everything is good. Enjoying the weather in California, aside from like the bad news I told you of, like I have to stay here a little longer due to stuff about immigration.
UK was like, leave him out there. He's better.
Yeah.
Leave him out there. We don't want him back for
Don't
now.
let that Filipino back in here. He eats too much. He's eating 50%
To be fair,
of
you probably like cover half the country's like food bills, man. With the amount you eat is unbelievable.
Pretty much. Yeah, I eat the whole food for the town that I'm living in. So they're like putting me out with like their torches and their pitchforks. Get down! You can't live here.
Man, that was not bad. I've been better. That wasn't a bad Scottish accent.
That was a really lame attempt of a Scottish accent. But yeah.
So the plan today is we've kind of thrown something together that's quite exciting. So we're going to be watching The Boys 3 trailer. Now I've started watching this season. Earl hasn't yet, so we're not going to talk too much about the new season because, yeah, spoilers and all that. But
Sorry.
The Boys is actually insane. So we're going to have a little chat about The Boys. If you don't know about it, you need to fucking watch it. It's ridiculous. Then we're going to jump into some games. Smallland, something that I'm pretty excited about. And then another game called Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest we probably won't talk too much about because it's fucking scary and I'm a bit of a pussy. So we'll I don't know if you played the original, but we'll talk a bit about that. But it's a bit of an upcoming survival game, and yeah, it's kind of a continuation.
There's an original. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's the original called The Forest, and it worked on VR. And a couple of the IRL boys I play with got together to play it, and I don't know, something about when a game's audio and then the atmosphere is just scary and semi realistic. I'm fucking done, man. I'm like, no way. I'm done.
That's how I felt with the Elden Ring the other day. I went inside this room and these creatures just jump out of nowhere, and I was just like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Give me.
Daylight. Yeah.
We haven't like been on for a couple of weeks. So, is there anything new in the Cali life of what you've been up to? Have you done some sightseeing, been a bit of a tourist, or?
Just been eating a lot, really. Seeing some friends. Nice. And family.
Cool. Yeah.
Went to the beach in San Diego, visit family in Mira Mesa. It was a lot of fun. We ate some Vietnamese food. California's kind of like a, what do you call this? Like a melting pot of a bunch of different cultures. So you get a lot of different kinds of food.
Of the world there, right? They got everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had some Vietnamese food. I love pho. I don't know if you heard of pho before. It's
no, man, I learned like a lot of food stuff from you. No, tell me.
So it's basically like Vietnamese version of ramen, and this Vietnamese version of ramen though does not use egg noodles or like yeast like noodles and stuff. They use rice noodles.
Okay.
like those like white like clear strings.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's really really good. Highly recommended if you go to a Vietnamese place. If you haven't had pho, put some like oyster sauce in it, some chili. It's just this. It's a beef that they boil for like. I think they boil it for like 5 to like 8 hours.
Man, you need to
And
start a food channel. Like, absolutely. So you need to start. I'm just sitting here and it's like, if anyone actually watches this or listens to us chatting shit for a while, all they're going to be doing is looking at their phone and saying, where can we get a fucking takeaway from? Because you make everything
you
sound so good. Dude, you should, man. You need to IRL stream you going around Cali, fucking eating all this great food. People will love it, man.
Speaking of that, I've been vlogging my whole trip
Have you actually?
from Poland and in California. So every time I eat something new or every time I eat something, I videotape myself. So I'm gonna actually push that out on my YouTube. Shameless plug there. I'm sorry.
That's fucking cool, man. That's actually cool. I had no idea you were recording. That's wicked.
Yeah, I've been recording with my camera, and I got this mic that I'm using.
Like, you walk
well.
around with a fucking boom arm around California and stuff. That is like a.
I got like the Joby one. I don't know where it is right now, but
There's
like I got like it's about the same size, but it's more of like a
It's one that kind of like wrap around the trees or like wrap around the...
Yeah. It's like a squid tentacle. Just wrap it around. It could like hang on a tree, your camera. Yeah. So just been doing that. And I probably ate like at least maybe 12, 15 different kinds of food in Poland. And recorded all of them along with the travels and stuff, and I'm doing that right now at the moment here.
Mate, that's fucking cool. Yeah. That's super cool.
Yeah, I love food. I love food.
Mate, there we go. Yeah, you should. You need to be doing like a little bit. It's really tough because there's so much to do and whatnot. But it'd be so nice to like have an Instagram or something somewhere that people can follow like the stories or whatnot, like as you go. Like, you know, here I am eating this, here I am eating this, and whatnot, and just.
Yeah,
other
just
foodies, man.
Post as you go. Yeah.
But that's fucking cool. That's really cool. All right, excited for that. I did my first ever IRL as well. So I bought the live view. I bought a new GoPro for it. I got myself two fucking dongles, and it's just such a faff fucking about of all this stuff. It's such a pain in the ass, but I did it. We got it live. I didn't set up the RTMP, so I'm not running through like OBS or anything. So there's no alerts, nothing, like no proper. It was just a camera, just me, and boys, bless them. I saw some subs coming in and all that, and I'm like, "Fucking love you, boys," and just singing. But no, it was really cool, and yeah, I don't know what it was, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I had a lot of DMs from people saying that was actually kind of fucking cool, actually. So trip to Scotland soon, mate, and you can show me some food and I'll IRL stream it. But yeah,
I was gonna say get ready to eat some haggis pizza, and then I remember you don't eat the meat. There's meat in haggis, because like there's meat in haggis. It's yeah, there is. Yeah.
I'll sniff it.
So it's the innards. Is that considered meat, the innards?
Yeah, probably. No, that would be super cool. I was just going to say one last thing. I think, but at this point, everyone has known. Like one of the reasons I wasn't here last week, it was a bit of a nightmare. My motorbike got nicked. Dealing with all that fucking shit was a pain in the bum. There's some other news that I haven't told just yet, so we'll keep that on the wraps. But I'll get something out in the next week. It's kind of exciting. Yeah. I kind of excited. I got to hold on to it, but yeah, the motorbike was a real pain in the dick. So dealing with all that and trying to chase people on Facebook were helping out. And people were sharing it in like, I don't know, Australia or some shit. It was like, what are you doing? But like, the support on Facebook was just unreal. So yeah, it got found. Motorbikes now with the insurance company. So fingers crossed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like a good ending. I updated people on Facebook today, and everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, that's fucking wicked!" Because everyone was just like, "Let's fucking find these people, man. Let's find these little shits, and we'll get them." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go to war." But no, it's been found, and all is good. So that was a bit of a, I don't know, man. It's like my baby, innit? It's just like a bit emotional. Like someone stealing my PC, I would be fucking livid. I would be absolutely livid. So yeah, it's kind of the same feeling, really. But yeah,
that's how I felt with my PC when it arrived here and it was damaged. I'm like, those guys didn't take care of it.
Gonna go to the airport and find that guy and smash him over the head with your case. It's like, you want to treat it badly?
I put like 30 stickers of fragile all over it, and that didn't work because it came back to me with a different box. Like it's not in the same box anymore. You know?
Fucking, it's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. But
did you get compensated, by the way, with your motorbike, or
so
you have to pay?
As with every insurance company, there is so much you have to do to prove stuff. So I've sent them the CCTV. I've had to send them evidence of the locks, and I have to send them this, that. They will do anything and everything within their power not to
get
pay
away
you.
from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, to be fair, the bike's back now, so they don't have to pay the full amount, but they have to pay the repairs. They have to pay the cost of picking it up, and I swear they just don't like paying. So yeah, it's been a bit of a faff to deal with that, but I should hopefully hear something in the next few days about what's going to happen. In theory, and what should happen is they're going to repair it, they'll give it back to me, and then I can ride it for summer. I got one of these bad boys, actually. If any of you little fucks who stole it are watching, got you. I think what they did was, I think they left it because they thought it was going to have GPS, and wink wink, it had nothing. I was just not prepared, so it was very expensive back then. I now have GPS. I got more than one GPS, and if you come and fucking steal it, I'm going to find you this time. It's there, man. I'm gonna put it back in the same place. If you want some, yeah. So I got myself hooked up with some of these GPS trackers. I got 4 of them, so I'm gonna hide them in all the crevices of this bike. And if it leaves the geo location, then you get bing, 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 and it follows it. It's very, very good. So
that's nice.
A little bit of me. I think they thought because it was a mega bike, it had to be GPS tracked. They placed it somewhere safe, just in case someone will come to find it. We got it. Happy days. So yeah, that was one of the reasons I wasn't around last week, and I think it's just been pretty busy. So anyway, should we watch The Boys, the trailer?
But that's a really good news. I was just like, I was kind of like daydreaming, like the scenario of like them with the realization, like, oh shit, we done fucked. But like they debated themselves, you know. The paranoia, the god of paranoia, was like playing with their minds.
I think you're right, because they placed it really nicely, parked it nicely. I put a post out today, and I was like, fucking little weasels. But credit where credit's due. At least they put it on the nice stand and they parked it nicely straight in the bay for me. So I was like, thanks boys. But I think you're right, you know, paranoia, man, because what happens if, what if it's tracked, what if it's got a tracker, what if it's this, that, and the other. So yeah. Got him. Motherfuckers. Now if you haven't been watching The Boys, this guy is an absolute beast. Don't be sorry, man. You crack on dying over there. Just cough away. Off you go.
I said sorry because I was gonna say something.
Go. Get it.
I was just imagining you when it leaves the location and it alarms, and then they're on their way to the exit of the garage. You're there with your sword.
Yeah, mate.
You're just waiting. That's the garage open. You're just like,
yeah. You want some of this? I'll tie my hair up like the Witcher. I'll put some contacts in. Somehow get some muscles quite quickly and be like, you fucking want to go? Just start.
And then do the.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing but. Do you know what? Actually, I know we don't talk about motorbike too much, but since it's been taken, the amount of people that have reached out and said that they've had stuff nicked too has been phenomenal. And one of the biggest stories I told on Twitch the other day was this one guy I think he was in London, and he called the police as these fuckers were stealing his motorbike, like beautiful bike. They've called the police. Help! They're outside my house. There's 4 people stealing my car right now. They got knives. They're stealing my bike. They got knives. I need you to come now. I need you to help. I'm sorry, we just don't have the staff. We're too busy. He's like, please, they're here now. You've got like 5 minutes before they steal it. And they're like, I'm so sorry, we're too busy. So he says, apparently, this is all a story. Apparently, he says to the police, no worries, I'll just get the shotgun out then. And then hung up the phone. Obviously, but before this, he had told them where he lives and the location stuff, and they said it's too busy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to, no worries, I'll get my shotgun then. Hung up the phone, and apparently within 2 to 3 minutes, there was 4 armed police cars outside of his house.
Yeah.
Because they thought he was going to kill someone. So they were there for him, not to save the bikes, but they came for him because he had said he was going to go and kill someone. And then apparently the police say to him, where's the shotgun? Or something along those lines. I thought you were going to shoot someone. And he apparently said to them, yeah, I thought you were too busy. Fucking got him. So this is not good advice, but if the police never help you because they're too busy at the moment, just tell them you're going to shoot the fucker who's stealing your stuff. They will be there in seconds to save your fucking belongings. So yeah, it has been amazing. It is like the support's been amazing. Everyone's been amazing, and some of the stories and things that I've heard. This is the last one. There was this one guy who had at the back of his house. He had a garage which led into another garage. There's no other way into this other garage. The garage into a garage, and then in that in that second garage was his 2 motorbikes. And what he had built was, like a big U-lock type thing. Anyway, there was this big piece of metal that went all over the top of the bikes into the ground, and the only way you could get this out was a key inside the ground, which was like an electronic lock. So the only way he could do it. Apparently, he came back from holiday. Someone had got into his garage, which led into the other garage, and then somehow had the key or a key to take his motorbikes out of this lock. And apparently the company who make these, every lock is individual, every thing is individual because there's so much money. The company said there is absolutely no way that they got our key because it's in the safe and it's locked and that's yours. And then if they haven't used your key, so somehow, some way, shape or form, the guys stealing this guy's bikes had cloned this key or had some sort of tool to unlock this electronic thing that apparently no one can unlock apart from the manufacturer of the thing or the guy who owns it, and they managed to get it. And I think the moral of every story that I've heard is, if someone's gonna steal your shit, they're gonna fucking steal your shit, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can do about it. So just be like, or someone else says to me, we never own it, we're just buying it for them. Them being the thieves of this world. So yeah, it's been a very emotional and insightful couple of weeks, to be honest. So I've kind of taken a little bit of time, and it's been fascinating.
Weird is I saw a video of a guy, he was like going inside this house, but obviously it's their house, but he was showing like how like other people would do it. It's like he had a key, and then they put it on this like they put it like a lot of like stuff and like powder on it. Then they put it on this lemon, and they let it sit there for a while, and it like melted.
What?
Like it got soft. So they put it inside put it inside the
Where we go with this? It got soft, and I put it inside I'll just see you on the camera. Sorry, carry on.
But they keep putting the key inside so it will like fill in whatever the
space,
actual thing. And then at the end they spin the thing, and it actually worked. Like that was pretty scary. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, but pretty scary. Yeah.
Pretty scary at the same time. Yeah.
Jeez. All right.
Yeah, he just
Talking about villains, this guy is a fucking villain, and I love him for it. Like you know when you just fucking hate someone in a movie, you hate him.
yeah.
This is someone. If you've watched The Boys, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're gonna watch The Boys after this, you will hate this son of a bitch. But at the same time, you'll be like, you will have so much respect because he's such a good asshole, man. He's very good.
He's such a good actor. He does a really good job like portraying his character. By the way, if you've never watched The Boys before, just a heads up, when you watch the trailers from season 1, season 2, season 3, it's not what you think it is. Like, that's, like when I saw the Boys, I was like, like Avengers, like first thing that came in my mind, group of superheroes, cool. And then when I started the show, I'm like,
Oh,
what the heck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
But I'm also just a man who fell in love with the wrong woman. Just a man who fell for the wrong woman. Fell for the wrong woman. But out of crisis comes change. Out of crisis comes change. So I spent the last year really slowing down and reconnecting with myself. And I am very excited for everyone to meet the real me.
There's something wrong with Homelander.
He's an asshole.
There's something broken. He's lost his fucking mind.
Love, mommy, daddy, and Abu. Hey, oh!
We've been on the straight and narrow all year. No killing soups, no drinking. Even follow Hugh Campbell's orders without strangling him.
Now you're just being cruel.
Or maybe you're not such an asshole.
I love Butcher, man.
People love superpowers.
But real power isn't this. It's the ability to bend the world to your will.
The gloves are off.
Thought we could fight Vought the right way, but we can't. It's all rigged. We have to do it your way.
Well, all he's got. It's up to us. I think I have something. Maybe we can use it to blow Homelander's fucking brains out.
What's this?
Makes you a soup for 24 hours. You're gonna need it.
Yes, mate.
Point of what we do
Oh,
is that
man.
no one should have that kind of power.
Spoiler. Oh, spoiler.
The fucking playing field.
Oh my god.
I show people the real me. I mean, they fucking love me.
Oh my god, I haven't started this yet.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, Christ. Soldier Boy.
Oh,
So I won't say too much, but
me see
it's the first. I think I'm on like episode 3 or 4, and it's so spicy already. The way that they've brought it, I don't know how, you know, the writing is so good because you're like, oh fuck me, more soups, not a load of shit. But genuinely, I lost my fucking mind watching this. It's so good.
I'm excited to watch it again. I'm on. Oh my god, it's so weird. Like that scene. I'm on season 2 right now. I'm currently on the part where they're talking to this person, and then the person's thing blow up, and they're like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
Was that was that in the courtroom?
No,
No.
it was like beside like a bridge, like beside like a river or something, or like a yeah.
Oh,
There's like a
mate.
lot of rocks.
That all starts to that
Yeah.
sort of scenario starts to unfold as you get into season 3, and it's like I did not see it coming. I was like, oh fuck, It's just fantastic. Like all these boys here, all the guys that are fighting the soups.
Yeah.
They're just incredible.
It's really
these
cool
three,
though
yeah.
to see.
Sorry, I was just gonna say these three.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's really cool to see that everyone's still alive. I'm very relieved. Like out of any like teaser that I saw from any of this, the thing that makes me relieved is that they're all alive, because this show, it takes like a blink of an eye and then like the character's gone. You know, it's like, what the heck, man?
There's been
like,
some, or there is definitely some good deaths that makes you go like, oh fuck, how, why? It's like some sort of, I don't know. Do you remember in Game of Thrones I think it was like the first episode of Game. You've watched it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first episode of Game of Thrones, and I'm like, do you remember Boromir? You know Boromir from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Boromir, Ned.
Yeah, so I'm like, Boromir's in this. Oh yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. I'm such a fucking Lord of the Rings nerd. Fucking having a good time. Yeah, I love it. And then like by the end of fucking episode 1, he fucking had his head chopped off. I'm like, oh.
You mean season 1? By the end of season 1, yeah.
Yeah, or fucking season 1. Sorry. Yeah, it's just like, you fucking pricks. I was so excited to see him. Huh?
I feel bad for him. Like his character is always dying on like the first season or like the first episode of.
But he's such a great character that when you kill him off, it like hurts your soul. But they've killed off a few good people in here. But these three as like a trio, and Frenchie as well, wherever Frenchie is on this point. But it's just fucking brilliant, like genuinely brilliant. So.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much. Obviously, we're looking at season 3, but
I just remember the reaction of every single friend and family that I showed this show to, and on the first episode, on the scene. I'm not gonna say anything. All I'm gonna say is,
season 1's
A-Train.
Right. We can spoil season 1. Yeah.
Yeah, A-Train and the girlfriend of this dude on the right, his girlfriend, when it was on the side street, splattered. I'm just like, what the hell?
And you don't see it coming, do you? Like you genuinely don't know. And it's so fucking gruesome as well. It's just like, what?
Like, right there and there, you're hooked. It's like the first episode, you're just like, all right, like, superhero show, okay, let's check it out. I think that even if you don't like superheroes, you will like the show. You're just sitting there chilling, things are happening, characters are getting introduced and stuff. Boom, out of nowhere, you're just like,
it's so big as well. Like it's such a huge moment like, early on that I've been hooked since then.
Yeah. Even with the I don't want to spoil anymore. It's so fun and interesting to talk about, but like I don't want to take that fun away from other people who would watch this in the future.
What we'll do is we'll revisit this in like a couple of weeks once you've had a chance to watch season 3, if you watch it, and then we'll give it a cheeky like, fucking spoilers are coming up, man, and we will talk about this because it's too hard not to, and it's so good. So we'll fully talk about this once I don't want to spoil it for you, but anyone else watching, fuck off, it's all right. We're gonna spoil it for you. no, but for now, if you haven't watched this yet, go and watch season 1, 2, 3 of The Boys, because it's mental. I know Twitch were doing something because it's all on Prime. I think Twitch were doing there was some sort of sponsorship for creators on Twitch that they could watch this on Twitch or on watch parties or whatever. And I was like, how the fuck can you show this on Twitch? Some of it's so gruesome that surely it's against TOS, some of this stuff. It's like I get more offended by some of this than like seeing nipples in just chatting. Like that offends me enough. I love nipples, don't get me wrong, but it offends me that it's on like Twitch. And then you see some of the deaths in here, and you're just like, I'm gonna be dreaming about this stuff for weeks because it's so fucking savage, and you don't know it's coming, and it's just like boom, this death hits your screen. And it's like, yeah, didn't even give me a warning so I could hide my little baby eyes away from this because I'm gonna cry over this. It's so good. It's genuinely so good. So worth a watch, man.
The things that happen in the show, it's so gory, it catches you off guard, and yeah, it's just one of those shows. It's the show filled with explosions, very little dull moments. Highly recommend. Not like your everyday show or superhero show or movie. Is all I can say.
Good review.
It's darker than DC.
Yeah,
Darker
definitely.
than DC, yeah. If you like DC and you like dark stuff like that.
So what's a bit of gaming? New World's still ticking my boxes. I'm still enjoying it. I'm enjoying the wars. I'm enjoying the content. Enjoying the combat, and I'm enjoying the community. But I need to like skip forward 2 years, 3 years to really like get me back into it in the way that I was on launch. So of course, while looking at other games, there's one game that has really piqued my interest, and I hope it doesn't fall flat on its face. But there's this game called Smallland, which I keep calling Small World, because it has.
I called it Small World too the first time you talked about it.
I feel that this game has like some sort of similar characteristics and some sort of realism. Now that's going to sound stupid because you're a tiny animal thing. I don't know what you are, but you can relate to it to some extent. Somewhat like New World. You're kind of like a human character, even though there's lots of magic and stuff in there. But anyway, this game is all about. It's essentially a survival MMO. It's coming out in early access now. It says it's, from what I've read up, it should be coming in 2022, or at least early access should be coming in 2022. But you are essentially a small person, like a small person, scaling the world, and it gives me. I don't know. I feel like the people that have made this are in our sort of generation and our age, because Bugs Life, Ants, Ant-Man even's got a similar vibe to this, but especially the stuff growing up as a kid, like Bugs Life and Ants.
Bugs Life, yeah, for sure.
Truly fucking brilliant, and everything about this shouts those movies and that feeling. So I think a lot of people will relate to it and have time for this. But
it really looks like grounded, more mature version of Grounded, and more combat based Grounded.
Yeah. So
from what it looks like.
So for us, and hopefully, I'm assuming some of the guys that might watch this have played New World. It has a similar combat style to New World, actually. So it's sort of partial. I believe it's partially action combat, like you would see in New World. So if you swing and you're out the way of the enemy, you're gonna miss. But if there's also a partial bit of tab target, I believe, I could be wrong on the tab target side, but it's definitely got the action combat in there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know how, if you've looked much into this outside of what we did, but maybe we could watch the trailers. There's a couple of trailers here, and just go through
Let's do it.
I don't know if there's too much outside of this. There's a little bit here and there, but yeah, let's have a little watch of
20,000 owners. What does that mean?
So
like 20,000 pre.
Yeah, so on my, maybe I actually don't know how these statistics work, but on my Chrome I have like a plugin on plugin for Steam, so it typically tells me how many people are playing it, and then if it's out, it has like a history of when it was at its cheapest. So you know, sometimes they're like, oh yeah, there's a huge sale, 50% off, when actually they just fucking bumped the price up, and now they're just discounting it again. So it tells you what it was, cost-wise, when it was. You can get that for Amazon as well. So when there's, go out there and like Google, I can't remember what it's called, but like Google Amazon price checker or something. You can install it to Chrome or whatever, and then it tells you what it was. So if it sees a huge deal on 2 weeks ago, it could have been £50 cheaper, or 50% cheaper than what it is at now. So well worth a look. Bit of a random one there.
Yeah.
Single player, online PvP, and online co-op, by the way.
The cover for it on the right side, it really with the owl.
Yeah.
It really gives me that grounded vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Yeah.
I didn't play Grounded, but everyone who I've shown this to is like, yeah, Grounded vibes, but MMO style and more content. I think the first video is like a kind of developer short talk.
Showcase. I'm Danny, the community manager,
and his name's Danny. So
and I'm with Ross, who's the product manager on Smallland.
Hello.
It gives you a bit of a feel around the way you move and stuff like that.
Here's Ross starting out early game to talk.
Yeah, it looks so cool. I love this little people idea to it.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were playing Lost Ark at launch and you went into that zone where you could ride the ladybugs? I'm pretty sure you were a small person there, yeah.
That was so pretty cool.
Scouted the land, and they've got some quests for you that are going to teach you a bit about the world and the systems at play in Smallland.
Yeah, so there's a series of NPCs, and we've actually covered those in some Steam posts. And there's a couple of NPCs as well, which sort of allude to some of the equipment you can unlock, some of better bows, better swords, etc. So one of the things we have now is we have quite a late game quest, and to do that we need to do some prep. So whilst
this is like the open world building element to it, so you can build your base essentially wherever you want.
Yeah, so you'll make your main base up in the trees of Smallland, but you can build anywhere in the land, and you can make a really nice little forward camp for when you're out exploring, adventuring, and you want people to be able to personalize and decorate these houses. And you can see here, nice bit of lighting, and you can decorate the
doors are very, the Shire, very Hobbit-like.
Here is a much bigger build that I built later, and one of the great things is that your friends can join your world and come and explore, and this is where Ross has come to have a look around what I've built.
Yeah, so like Danny says, I'm just having a wee peek around, trying to pilfer any
especially
resources
the door.
Checking out some of the trophies there. And like Danny says, it's one of the great things about Smallland. We encourage people to be creative with their builds, and so having people build their home away from home, it's really enjoyable to see people like what people can come up with. So Danny's built this massive.
One of the cool things you can see here is as he's moving around the house, from what we've seen in the New World, for example, you can't use half the shit you put in your house. You just use the boxes. But near on everything you place down here, from what I've seen, like the barrel is like a storage area. The bookshelf inside is like storage, and then you got the tool rack outside where you can, I don't know, it's just like things are usable. So you place stuff that's actually meaningful in your base, and most games have that. But obviously, we've been stuck in New World for a while. New World's just dog when it comes to kind of functionality inside your houses. So. Love you really, New World. Any abuse I give you is because I love you.
Up with. So Danny's built this massive base. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for the tool rack, which I have, and I'm going to create some armor now because we have a late game quest. So what we're going to do is do some prep, get ready, and then
armor sets look so sick.
Insects.
So later game, Ross and I have come to the road biome because we know that's where there's some flies. I was doing a one-to-one battle as you do, and then Ross kited in a load more trouble.
I tried to nope out of it, but they followed me across the road, so I saw Danny and I thought he could help me. So we were taking on the flies, and then we were about to defeat them, and then of course a cockroach came along. Now the thing about cockroaches is you can see in the bottom right where basically they have like a toxicity. That's where the armor comes in handy because the bee sting makes you sort of resilient.
It's very like clean UI and very simple, and I'm all about that.
So once that happened, you're about to see it basically where my character dies. But combat is very much part of a survival game.
Yeah, and there's lots of things in Smallland that can and will kill you. but we hope you've enjoyed this little look into the world of Smallland. We've got so much more to show you, and we can't wait to show you more about the game.
So like development over the next few months is going to be pretty crucial, I think, and they're very early on showing some nice clips. So yeah,
it's very exciting to see this game. I enjoyed Grounded. I actually played. I was playing that during my card game times.
Yeah.
And I play. The reason why I played it is because my little niece loved Minecraft and like survival games like that, and she's only 6 years old at the time. So I'm like, oh well, I have two PCs. I can install Grounded on both PCs. Let's go have a play date.
That's
So
cool.
we played some Grounded, and she loves
How did she get
playing
on like with
Grounded.
controls and stuff? Was she right?
At first she was having a hard time, but like over time, like weeks later, you know, or months later, when she comes by and she plays again, she got used to it.
Wicked. That's cool.
It took a while, but like the first time it was definitely hard because like it was like one finger. All right, it's W to walk forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, we're not gonna progress if you do that. And I'm like, okay, give me your hand. I'm like, place it like this,
Obviously.
and leave it like that. Use the fingers where it's supposed to be, like where I leave them, you know, like the AWD and that stuff. And I'm like, you can't just use one finger on every button you want to press, you know.
That's cool, man. That's cool though. Makes me want to play with Zion. Yeah. Get the old WSD thing, man.
Yeah, but she was doing this. She was doing that. She was reaching for the other buttons. She's just using this finger, and then sometimes like everything else like goes like this. Like everything just like folds, you know, and like fingers go weird.
That's cool. Yeah. I have to get her into Smallland, mate. Anyway, there's two more trailers, and these are actually pretty smart. So, Jenny, these are a bit more kind of cinematic trailers. You know me, I'm a sucker for a good cinematic trailer, but these show off a little bit more gameplay and a bit more environment. So, yeah,
those slides looks fun.
It sounds like they've put the different areas into what they've called biomes. So they could be like a garden biome, a swimming pool biome, and you know, a garden, you know, whatever. And that could be something that they constantly bring out to improve. So up in the trees is cool, man. It's like being a kid building a tree house, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. This was quite interesting for me, right?
Oh, that is cool.
So there's quite a lot going on here, and it makes me feel like this is clearly more than one person building. So I'm hoping the servers are relatively big. Maybe, I don't know, 200, 300 people, maybe. I don't know. But it'd be nice to...
Our whole guild would live there. Pirate Gaming.
It's really cool. Yeah, like genuinely cool. So I'm really keen to find out size of player base and whatnot. I don't know if they've published that in the dev blogs yet, but this here this is player built housing. So whether this is just to show it off, or this is actually somewhere you can, you know, be as like a colony. I don't know what you call it, you know, whatever the fuck, but
like a fucking hive, like an ant colony. This is really cool. This is actually very interesting.
So the only downfall really at the moment is like some of the movement of the mobs and stuff feel a bit rigid and a bit robotic. But hopefully that's something they fix. Like you can see there with the lizard coming in. It's a little bit but that's just trying to pick holes in something that doesn't need to be picked on. But it's looking pretty cool. Now the last one has a moment in it with the swimming pool that just made me go, holy fuck, this is a bit of me. So this is the last cinematic trailer. Some of the stuff is what we've seen before, but very, very nice video. A bit more of a polished. There you go, look at that. Gives some real sense of scale. Actual fucking animal mounts, man.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at all those sets. Already better sets than New World. We love you, New World.
So this is what is interesting. Stake your claim. Obviously, this is the build size. So keen to know how this works.
Maybe it's like a radius type of thing.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know if you heard of a game called Mordau. I hope it's something like that. There's just excuse me, not Mordau, Mortal Online 2. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like like I was thinking like
what the fuck is this going about? Yeah, so Mortal Online 2 MO2 was just essentially one mega world, and then you know there'd be such a vast space that you could build kind of anywhere and it wouldn't get taken over because of the I don't know how it worked. I don't know if the game survived, to be honest, but you know that sort of size world would be cool, and maybe wipes or whatnot. But yeah, V Rising did a good job actually, but also the servers died quite quickly with so much PvE. But a way to take over someone's base if they, you know, they don't look after whatever, it decays or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, if there's a developer, I think that could pull something like that idea, like Mortal Online, like what you said, like one big massive world, a lot of people are in the same server. It's just like big one massive server. It would be like these like giant companies, you know, like Microsoft, Blizzard, for example, like or like Tencent, and Riot. Maybe someday they could. I'm thinking about that too. Like just one giant world, and people just group up. You join a colony. People build colony or communes. Like little communities.
Well, that was Amazon's like vision for New World. So I don't know if that's changed or not with all the difficulties they had. But when we first looked at it and when we first talking, we had a lot more interaction with their team early on because they're obviously hard promoting it. But you know, we heard many people say, including them, that they wanted the servers to be like 10,000 player servers, and obviously in the state of the game now, it's just impossible. But that's what they wanted to do, and they're, you know, quote unquote a big company. So I'm hoping this is something similar where it's just a big server, but not the difficulty of like the survival games. If it's too brutal, you kill the casual player base really quickly because of the rebuild time. So I don't know, but as a game already, it's like right up my street. So let's crack on. It's looking good. Lots of PvE, which is nice. These guys riding their mounts, brilliant. Fuck the spider though. No, thank you.
I love the spiders.
It actually moves quite nice. I was saying that about the lizard. It's not horrendous. It's not perfect, but it's not horrendous.
For me, as long as the gameplay is smooth.
Yeah.
Like after the New World experience, like I prefer performance over looks now. Small World.
Smallland.
2021.
Yeah. So
got delayed.
They're a little bit late on that. I guess they might be able to blame COVID. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna. One thing I need to do, I'm gonna jump on their Discord, look for more info, look for more intel. But they have been posting dev blogs. I think the last one was April 2022. What we're working on. So they haven't posted much recently. So I'm gonna do some checking up on the forums and see what's happening. But yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to play this with you guys, and we pick a tree, we make the pirate tree. This is the pirate tree.
Yeah. Love it. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool, and yeah, depending on server size, depending on player numbers, depending on a few things, I think this could be wild, and it kind of gives me, you know, it's very PvE heavy from what we've seen. There's like no PvP in the trailer, so it's a little bit like, have they just not got that in the game yet? Is it just doesn't work or whatnot? But yeah, I think this is one to look out for, and something I just wanted to talk about today because. Yeah, it's looking fucking smart, to be honest. Looking smart.
I'm excited, and like what I said, like their skins, it's really fun to look at. It's a lot of fun. The whole universe looks like a lot of fun. Reminds me of like my backyard. or our backyard in Philippines where I grew up in the farm. You know, it's just like reminds me of like when I was a kid and I'm just like playing around with like anything. To be honest, rocks, freaking twigs, wood, water, anything.
Yeah. That's cool.
You just create your own toys.
I'm mega excited for this. I'm mega excited.
Yeah.
We have been talking a lot of shit, Earl, and I genuinely love it. We're already approaching our 1 hour mark, so we were gonna have a quick look at Sons of the Forest because that's another big survival game. But what we'll do is I reckon we push that back. We'll talk about that another day. We don't want to make everyone listen too long, but
yeah.
That's Smallland. That's the boys. That's me and Earl chatting a bit about it. We're trying to do this once every 2 weeks. Every week is there's just a lot going on. Today, so my Monday's today. Normally we would catch up a few hours before, so we're recording this quite late UK time. But Mitzi's had a shoot. We've had to do the car. I had to take the car hire back. And then in my back of my mind, I'm like, ooh, let's record some new YouTube videos. We got some stuff for V Rising, and BDLG started an ARC server, and there's so much going on, and I've been doing a lot of research around all the top games that are coming out, and you know there's lots going on. So me and Earl are catching up every couple of weeks, whenever we fancy, but at the moment it's every couple of weeks to do the Pirates Parley, and it's awesome to catch up with you, man. And I think yeah
It's a lot of fun.
enjoying it, man. What we'll try and do is maybe we can see if we can get this back live on Twitch at some point, but if you guys have watched this far through, give us an emoji in the comments or something. Just drop something in there, say hello. But yeah, we will be playing Smallland together. Please watch season 3 of The Boys. The next time we catch up, we can drop a load of spoilers and just say how absolutely ridiculous this fucking show is and just have a laugh. But yeah, man, splat. Yeah, mate, it's coming.
Everywhere splat.
It's coming. But no, man, thanks for hanging out. Really enjoyed it, boys. You can catch up with Earl anywhere as Earl Meister on Twitch soon, YouTube, Discord. You can probably catch up with him on our Discord. We're all hanging out. Shame we didn't get to catch you on what we have dubbed Shitty Sundays. What was that, yesterday?
Yeah, it's just times has been weird, you know, like with the 8 hours difference is pretty huge.
Yeah, what's the time for you now? It's got to be what, like afternoonish?
8 hours behind, so
I can't
2:47.
I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, yeah, brain doesn't figure that out.
10:47 your time, right?
Yeah, 10:47.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
it's 2:47 here. 8 hours difference.
Mate,
huge.
It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah, awesome to catch up, man. Really awesome.
It's always a lot of fun.
Love
Thank
it.
you for having me.
All right, man. See you in a couple of weeks, dude.
See you.